Hello, and welcome back to Crystal Sentai Realm Guard. I am your DM Nolan. I use he, him pronouns, and I'm going to let the rest of our lovely players introduce themselves.
Welcome, one and all, to the Rangers Circus! My name is Shiva. I'm using he, him pronouns, and we have a stupendous show for you today. Acts from across the far reaches of the realms have come to amaze and entertain you. For example, come see the amazing Bhishma! This Indran monk, who also uses he, him pronouns, will stupend and amaze you. Watch as he performs not a single acrobatic maneuver without tumbling straight to the ground, and be delighted as he spends not one, not two, but 3 rounds completely knocked out. And we have so many more acts to see.
Damn. Hi, I'm Izzy. I use she, they pronouns, and I'm here to introduce the amazing Igneos Ladron, a water genasi swashbuckler rogue, as he defies what is that giant fucking metal ball of death on a motorcycle? That shit. He's doing that shit.
The
think
giant
that's
metal
the
ball
name.
of death on the motorcycle.
Yeah,
Aren't you
that's what he's
supposed to
doing. Yeah, that's what he's doing. I'm just stating the obvious because I'm bad at descriptions right now. He uses he, him pronouns. That's it. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Nemo, use he, him pronouns, and I'm here to introduce Jude. He doesn't do a lot currently, but he will tell you he does for 10 rounds. That's it.
For $9.99.
Hello, Kate here uses she, her pronouns, showing the magical Miriani, who also uses she, her pronouns. This magical Githyanki extraordinaire can show you if you didn't end up seeing enough of Bhishma eating shit, she can use her powers to make sure that you can perceive every possible future of him eating shit at every point conceivable.
That's incredible. Hey, I'm Ellie. I use he, they pronouns, and today I am introducing you all to Penelope. She uses she, her pronouns and is an artificer. How does he? And she makes balloon animals. Let's go.
Make them with her feet.
Yeah, look what we...
And you've made it awful, thanks.
All this and more. But first, a magic trick. Before your very eyes, I'll change what's on stream to a sick-ass intro sequence. On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Crystallize!
And we're back over here.
Incredible. As well, we don't need that music anymore. Can fucking switch off that. As we join back in with our rangers, we find ourselves in somewhat of a semblance of peace. Last time, I don't know why I'm giving the recap. Fuck it, it's not my job. I was so ready to do that, and it's not my job. Kate,
Yeah,
take it away. I was so ready. Kate, take it away.
Damn, the spirit of Frankie Jonas wanting to do the recap. Not you.
Damn.
Anyways, as the 3 bookworms come to life from the literature around them, it's a fight. Each of them appear with red glowing letters that deflect any attack. Their trick is quickly torn to shreds as through deciphering hidden words it allows the group to damage them once more. Mid-battle, an explosion is heard as a blaze is seen from the windows, a timer of how long they have to act before the city is consumed by fire. The party splitting up to move fast, Bhishma and Jude getting thrashed by the largest letter drake to keep its attention away from Penelope, Miriani, and Igneos as they scramble to free the rest of the books from their chains and magic seals. Managing to deploy it just in time, the spiritual calyx used by the original heroes glows green as a spectral rose blooms, its petals covering the city in a shield as it expels the demons into the surrounding area. also witnessing 7 large shadowy shapes over the dome disperse and fly to each of the duchies. Returning from their first mission, it is explained that these shadows that went to the 6 duchies are supporters of the Demon King, named the base sins of mankind. It is also asked of the group to continue their deal of fighting for the kingdom, as they are able to dispatch demons much more efficiently than any guardian could. As the Rangers begin to settle down for some well-deserved rest, their next destination is just a conversation away.
And that is where we find ourselves. You all are given the opportunity to finally rest, taking a moment to sit down and catch your breath as you are escorted outside to what are the pavilion where tents and different areas have been set up for the survivors. You see medical tents and structures that are helping to treat a good majority of the injured, as well as large gardens in different areas set up that are housing some of the deceased. However, there is more than just a few just residential tents that have been set up, as all of the displaced individuals are being given some place to sit, to rest, before some plan is made to escort people back to their towns once everything is over. But as rangers, you all are given your free reign over this encampment, as for the first time you are not given a pressing task, and it is just relax for once. Is there anything you guys immediately hop to go do? You can see that there is a line out of what seems to be a like cook's tent, where they're serving up some kind of soup that is being poured out to everyone. You can see that there are some bards who are attempting to play songs and rouse enthusiasm amongst the people, but the vibe is still kind of dreary around here.
Is there alcohol?
Ooh. For anyone else, I would have them roll, but for Igneos, I'm gonna say that like the
This man is a
guards,
bloodhound.
aren't actively handing out alcohol, but like searching through the residential tents a little bit, you're able to find like a group of like 6 or so like rougher looking older guys who you can tell come from like probably like bodyguards, mercenaries. One of them you swear is probably a pirate. All of them are handing around this massive like full handle of some sort of dark brackish liquor that they're just taking swigs out of, as they're all sort of just like staring at the ground in between them. None of them are having a good time, but they're like, yep, this is how we solve this problem.
Can I get a swig?
They sort of just look up.
What's up?
What the fuck is happening with your arm?
Bro, why you gotta ask me questions? I just asked for a swig, damn!
Your water's, yeah, it's water. Your arm's made of water, like that.
Ooh, it's
Is that
water.
not the-
Okay, and I'm trying to make it alcohol, alright? I want a swig. I've had a rough fucking day.
One of the other guys in the circle just goes, trying to turn that water into wine,
Well, yeah, exactly. You see? You get what I'm
Alright.
saying.
Yeah, he's not bad. Yeah, give him some. Hands it over. Just goes, hey, grab it with the other one. We just don't want to get the bottle all wet.
Why, you scared you're gonna get cooties? Huh?
Nah, I'm scared I'm gonna drop the fucking glass bottle and lose all our booze.
No, I'm fucking joshing, damn.
Hey, like the first guy who like was being a little pessimistic is like, hey, it's all right. Yeah, we're just.
Nah, I've had a shit day too. It was
Yeah.
a whole mess of shit. I get it.
We lost a few, so it's been a day. You seem
Yeah?
pretty fucking chipper though.
Yeah, because there's fucking booze.
You know
It's
what?
always
Fucking.
a good day when you're breathing and you got booze in your hand.
That's fair. Here you go. We'll hand it over to you.
We'll take a swig.
One of the pirates who was sitting there, the guy who had like a good amount of tattoos on him, just sort of looks over and just goes, "What's your story then?"
I ain't
We're
got
all
one.
sharing. Nah, everyone's got a story, especially with your water fucking arm over there. Everyone's got a story.
Okay, I saved a mushroom man. I pushed him out of the way. My arm got trapped under a fucking pillar. Some crystal thing was sticking out of it, and all of a sudden, I wake up. There's a fucking water arm instead. Got it? Cool. I drink again.
Oh. Well, it's like a mushroom person, man thing.
Yeah.
You're saying?
Fucking, what the fuck was his name?
Was it
Mr.
like the
Macillan or some. I don't know. He was cool
Oh,
though. He gave me a whole book.
fuck! You mean,
What?
is he alive?
Yeah, I mean, I hope so. I saved his ass. I pushed him out of the way, and I thought I died, but I guess not.
Yo, the Mushroom is he is the best. Like, oh, when I tell you that I have never had a handle that has fucked me up more than when it's given to me by that guy. Now, do I know that he doesn't spike it with a little bit of something extra? No, he's a mushroom. But it's always good shit. You know, they
I mean,
say
yeah,
he's
he
been
gave me a
around
whole ass barrel of shit. It was awesome.
give you a whole bit, and you
Yeah.
fucking lost it.
No, I didn't fucking lose it. I saved his ass before he could die. Okay. It's
Yeah, and where's the barrel?
fucking probably crushed with my arm. Okay, you wanna go find it?
Yeah, not too bad. Well, at least he's hopefully alive around here somewhere. I haven't seen him anywhere, but that guy disappears for weeks at a time, so he's probably doing fine.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. Who you? He points at the pirate-looking dude.
Mhm.
What's your name?
Ah,
Mr. Fantasy Name Generator?
How's it feel, Nolan? How's it feel?
You know, it's feeling great. It's feeling great. If I didn't already have a bunch of fucking names ready on a
Oh,
list,
fuck.
you absolutely
It's
son of a
destroyed,
bitch.
Shiva.
It's
My
just
God.
me. It's
Absolute
just
son of a-
me.
Yeah,
Holy
Shivam,
shit, get clowned.
it's just you. Guy looks over and just goes, yeah, sorry, the name's Jay. It's good to meet you.
All right. You're a pirate, right? Like you sail, yeah?
I've sailed before. Look, I often don't go advertising, what I do on the water. It's not
Okay.
good for business.
I understand, but like you sailed with the crew, right?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
So you know some sea shanties, right?
I do. Yeah. A few.
All right, let's fucking go. He pats his shoulder, and they start heading to the barns. He's sick of being Gloom. He's sick of this shit.
You know what? Make me a persuasion check.
Oh boy. Sweet kid. Ooh. I can't see my roll.
Oh! All right.
What did I
hot
roll? I
damn.
can't see.
It's a 19.
Oh shit! Oh my god.
This guy looks at you and just goes, yeah, you know what? Fuck it. And Jay sort of like pushes himself up. Igneos is a tall guy. Like relatively. This guy is easily 6'5", 6'6", and you're starting to look at him and you realize he's probably not human.
I mean, I'm not either, but
Well, for sure. You know that human species have had a rougher time about it.
yeah.
So it makes sense that he's probably a pirate, but you probably reckon that this guy's probably a Goliath.
I'm gonna be
as
honest. Igneos does not give a fuck about
Oh.
what anybody looks like or acts like or whatever they do. If you're pissing him off, he'll piss you off. If you're fighting him, he'll fight you. But if you're cool with him, he'll just cool with you. Like he does not give a fuck about anybody.
Oh yeah. He'll lumber over to the bard who is currently playing on this little flute that he has strung up and doing a very the flute strung up. Nope. on a
Yeah,
little
try
flute that
again.
he's got. Yeah. On this
Hmm.
little flute that he has, and he's doing not a good job, for sure. He is maybe has like 7 or so people who are sitting around, giving little bits of polite applause, but at the same time, they're not super motivated, unfortunately.
Hey! How many gold did we get from the Empress?
Oh, you guys got a good amount. How much gold did you get? I wrote it down here somewhere. You know what? For now, enough.
Okay. Hey, kid. He's talking to the bard.
Yeah. What?
You see these? And he pulls up 5 gold pieces.
Yeah.
Do you know any shanties?
I think I know a few.
All right, you're gonna learn tonight. He presses it into his hand. I'm sick of the doom and gloom. Bad shit happened. Guess what? All of us are still alive. Not in a bad way. We can mourn people as we go. But right now, I don't want this depressing shit.
Okay. Yeah. Do you have one that you want specifically, or do I just go?
Santiana, do you know that one?
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And he'll start to play. It starts out probably a little sheepishly.
Yeah.
But assuming that Igneos joins in,
Yeah. Full chest.
go ahead and give me a performance check.
Man, it's gonna be so funny if it's bad.
That kind of makes it better, though.
Actually, because you persuaded Jay, you will have advantage on your performance check.
Let's go.
Good. Because he's helping.
Ah, okay.
Jay is saving the day.
Yeah.
So, by yourself, you don't rouse a whole lot of people. You don't rouse a whole lot of enthusiasm.
Yeah.
You hear this deep bass come in
Yeah.
from Jay as he adds to this shanty, and people start going, okay, there's some harmonies over here. And you get a crowd of maybe like 20, 25 people who all come over and they start clapping along and they start singing with you guys.
Cool.
As you get to some of the chorus sections or some of the round sections, they go, hey!
Yeah.
And some people are being generally cheered up.
Cool. That's all I
Any-
wanted to do was drink and get good friends. We're chilling.
Anything else people wanted to do?
Jude's gonna get like a random jug he finds around. Just put it next to him. Right, here y'all. Salvation. I'm selling it again. Y'all
Again.
didn't hear it the first time, and look what happened. This time it's 60 gold.
Damn.
You put your jug out, and damn it, because some people have seen you as a ranger, some of them do start to like walk over and just go, you're that knight that was fighting off the demons, right?
Of course, child. It was the green one.
So
The lotus you saw.
you'll say you're blessed by the gods.
Of course. I'm a priest. I wouldn't just be out here preaching if I wasn't.
Then you can save us.
Of course, for the right price, of course.
Oh, what's the price?
How much you have?
Well, I mean, my house kind of burnt down.
Oh, seems like you didn't, pay enough last time. Think that's God's ire on you?
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
okay. Well, I do have maybe about, I still have about 10 gold, but I was hoping to save
10?
some of that to be able to, rebuild a house. That's all
Joe,
of my
I've
life
been-
savings.
See, me and the big guy have a connection. So I'll say, I think I can talk him into giving a little discount. It's 2 gold. Two gold would do.
2 gold.
No, if that's too
Um,
much, then you can, just go
well,
on with your life. Nothing bad could happen.
Jude, go ahead and make a deception check.
What the fuck?
Oh my god.
This is all that I expected.
Can I use my feet on this?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Huh?
You're what now?
His feet?
24.
Oh my gosh. She goes, if it means that things will be all right, and we'll go ahead and hand you 2 gold. I'll say, just roll me percentage, and we're gonna figure out with a 24 and the fact that you are a public hero, how much money you are able to pick up over the course of the evening.
Oh my god.
Right.
13.
You are able to get another 13 gold over the course of the evening.
Is that right?
He's selling salvation for 60 gold and he only got 13.
Yeah.
Damn.
Hey,
I think
believe
after
it or
saying
not,
60, he realized he was begging from people who are now destitute.
yeah, the apocalypse just happened.
Mm.
Yeah.
You don't find a
They're
single
poor.
person with 60 gold.
Alright.
But you are able to get a good amount of money.
It feels a little bad, but that pays for things.
It sure does. Anybody else?
Yeah, I'd like to do something.
Yeah, what's up?
Penelope's just kind of been sitting in the corner, people watching most of this time. But when she sees Jude basically steal from a broke person, I think after a couple minutes she walks over. And just all confident, she walks straight up to Jude and she says, "It's tax time." And she sticks her hand in the mug.
Did you just move the jug away?
What are we rolling?
Can't escape the fans.
I'll contest something.
Yeah, I'll say if we're making contested checks, I'll say we'll call this a grapple, and we'll say that we need to make contested.
Can I do sleight of hand?
Ooh. I'll allow that. I'll allow sleight of hand, but then I need an athletics or an acrobatics from Jude.
Oh man, I'm so bad at those.
Can I guidance myself?
You cannot cast spells right now.
Oh, yeah.
You can morph if you want.
Morphs
To
real
fucking
quick.
steal shit.
I will have you know, I need a natural 20 for this.
Let's go.
You have a -2?
In both?
Oh my god.
Have a minus
Why
one.
why my rolls always go below other people's? Like, even after the fact?
That is wild.
Mm.
So, Penelope, you are able, as you reach out, Jude attempts to reach out and grab it, but you're able to get hold of this jug before he's able to reach out and snag it, and you now have this jug of 13 gold.
15.
Wait, what's the big idea, missus?
Dude. Dude, she just takes...
That's almost my name.
Can I have judged over the evening, like... Who was that person who gave the 2 gold? Is that maybe the poorest person, or...
None of these people are doing well. I mean, if you had overheard the conversation, 10 gold being their life's savings, yeah, they probably weren't that well off.
Okay, I think Penny would have just been paying attention to whoever, like, was swindled the worst, and she's just gonna take their money, like, I'll just say it's the 2 gold.
Okay.
And she just walks over to them and says, "Hey, I found this on the ground, is this yours?"
Well, no, I did donate some money, but, I didn't-
No, it's not that. Like, I swear I just saw you turn and walk this way, and these fell out of your pocket.
And she'll like go and take out her wallet and start like counting through the coins that she has. She goes, I didn't think I dropped anything, did I?
Like, it was
And-
your pocket.
Oh,
She's like pushing them into their hand.
oh, all right. Well, thank you very much. She sees what is the like handful of gems that are embedded in you, and she just goes, "Thank you, Knight. It means a lot."
Yeah, don't call me that. She
Oh,
turns around and
okay.
walks away.
Do you have a title? Okay.
And she stops by Jude and she like does a full squat to because he's sitting down to get down to his level and just goes, "You're a dick," and then walks away.
I mean, tell me some news next time.
What?
You added nothing to my general knowledge of myself. I already know this.
Damn.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, that would just be the 2 gold. I'll let him keep the rest.
Gotcha. So you're down to 11 gold.
He's fucking grasping his jug now. Shoo, go away, lady. Have business to make.
She starts walking away, and then after a few steps, she'll like turn around really fast and like do a little jump scare, like oh, reaching her hand forward, and then she'll keep walking away.
I'm not scared of you. You took my money.
Sure. You keep saying that, beggar man.
What's your problem?
All right. Anything else that anyone wants to do as you are resting for the evening?
I mean, Miriani's waiting to talk with her dad, so she's kind of waiting around.
Yes, I will say, unfortunately, it will be later into the night before your dad finally does arrive in the camp.
Okay. In the meantime, she might find a guard and have him send a message to Serafina, along the lines of, if you need to talk, I'll be available later at our usual spot in the garden.
Gotcha. I will say, yeah.
Ooh, yeah, okay. But yeah, no. Bhishma he's waiting on a letter, and in addition, he's also going to look around to see if there's an apothecary or something like that to some place to buy potions.
Wait,
Yeah,
this is
you
where
can
we're
look
writing
around.
letters to. I would send mine off.
Yes,
now.
yes. I had assumed, yes.
Yeah, no
we
phone
had
stuff,
talked about
but-
it. We had talked about
I
it
did
last
that
time.
sometime.
Yes, we had talked about it last time, but we can establish it here.
Okay.
All of you do have the opportunity to send out letters to whoever you would wish to, as you are waiting out here. Most likely, you will not get a response until morning.
Okay, cool. But yeah, no, apothecary.
Yeah, you go ahead and look around. There are a handful of people who are. I mean, selling is a strong word right now. They are trying to, pass out as much as they can to help people. But some of them are still trying to ask for money while getting some sort of angry looks from the guards. But there are a few people who are set up. If you're looking for an apothecary, you do see what looks to be a tent that has been set up, different from the rest. More of a camping tent that seems to be more shoddily put together. That has a big wooden sign taped to the top of it that says "sawed off," and you can see that there is this fully tatted up what looks to be like human with this massive beard who is standing behind this little table that he's put up with all of these different plants on the front, who is mixing up what seems to be some small little herbal remedies and passing them out to people.
Good afternoon.
Oh, hi there. How can I help you? You injured? You got a problem?
No, not right now, but I was actually kind of wondering, if you do know how to brew remedies to help heal and aid people, is there any chance I might be able to learn a few things from you? At least things to gather alike?
Oh, yeah, I mean, I know how to make some balms and healing salves, which are more of my basic stuff. Is that kind of what you're looking for?
At this point, I think anything might be useful here.
I mean, sure, and more than willing. I've got, a lot of local stuff around here. Are you familiar with the fauna in the area, or any of the, anything around here?
Not in particular. Is there some medicinal plants I should be looking for?
Yeah. I mean, there's some good ones, some bad ones. I'll tell you what, here. Goes and takes out a basket and sort of sets it on the table. It has large clumps of different things sort of set about. Some that you have seen a handful of times before, some that you are not really super familiar with. I would ask, looking at this, can you make me what kind of check am I wanting here? I will
Survival?
say, yeah, I am basing this off of a list that I have here. Oh, if I can find it. Where is this list here? Yes, I'll say make me a survival check.
$23.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay, so as you are looking at this, there are, a good amount that you have run into before, and as you start to notice them, you never would have considered them medicinal before, but oh boy, my page is crashing. You never would have considered them medicinal before, but having taken a look at these, you realize that apparently some of these, if refined in the right way, can be pretty basic balms or healing salves. The one that you really notice that pops out to you is what seems to be this sort of minute sort of set of white flowers that are barely visible, that have these dark pointed leaves that you wouldn't have noticed otherwise, that almost are ghostly sitting in this, that were sort of blending into the background. And as you have your eye on these, this guy just goes, "Oh, I see you have a better eye than I guess you gave yourself credit for. Those are some of the rarer ones to find. Tend to blend into the background, so not easily found, but pretty damn potent."
Do these commonly grow throughout the realm, or just here?
Certain areas, mainly in forests, but only during your warmer seasons. What you're looking at there is called Enchanter's Nightshade. Pretty potent. Right now, if it can be refined correctly, I tend to use it as more of due to its supposed latent spiritual properties, can be used to seal up bigger wounds in evening. Now, that's granted that, they're not incredibly deep, but if you have some large slashes across your body, this can seal them up pretty quickly. I can give you a list of some things to look out for if you're looking, I guess.
Yeah, and if it's spiritual energy, if this ever got, well, damaged in some kind of way, as he points to the crystal on his chest, do you think it might be effective as a balm for that?
Huh. Sort of leans down and like squints at the crystals and just goes, these are all spirit crystals. I mean, I've heard of people using the crystals for healing, but they don't break them down as much. Supposedly, the energy can be used for a lot of stuff. These nightshades are supposed to grow over top of where spirits have, died in the past, and then their energy fuels the flowers as they grow. The herbs are what able to be ground up, and then you're able to absorb that energy. So I guess if you want to bury those chunks in the ground, I don't got a problem with that, I guess.
That might be an issue, considering it's attached to me.
Would be yeah, I suppose. I don't know. You got a lot of them there. Do like any of them pop off, or?
I don't think so. I'm not exactly certain if that injured me more.
Oh well, I mean, can at least give you a handful of tips. And I'll say over the next however long you want to spend with him, he will teach you some of the basics of looking out for medicinal plants in the region. I'm gonna say, should you want to in the future, I'm gonna say you can go ahead and make a survival check as you are searching to see if you can find some medicinal herbs based on his instructions, and I'll let you know what you find.
Yeah, excellent. All right. Yeah. Once the lesson's kind of done, Bishop thanks him for his time. He would offer that if he could spare like any potions or the like, Bishop would offer to buy any if he was selling them.
He looks at you and just goes, "Hey, you were more than helpful. You helped out around here, helped me organize some of the stuff, make some stuff for the folks. Here, take this one." And he ends up handing you a small tonic that was made from what you were just like, "Hey, this is not a medicinal flower. This is some dandelion that you sort of ground up and infused with some water." He just goes, "Everything is a little better with some spiritual energy. So this should help you out a little bit." And he'll give you the small little bottle. That is technically a basic healing potion, 2d4 plus 2.
Oh yeah.
And I'll pass that over. Alrighty then. I will say we will go a little later in the evening then. I'll say it's going to be about closer to midnight, as a lot of people are, have already gone to sleep before one of the side doors to the main castle opens. And Miriani, you do see your father eventually walk out, exhausted. You can see that a lot of the, not front, but a lot of the like posture and sort of position that he was trying to upkeep is falling, going later into the evening with how many people he's probably had to deal with. As he stumbles down the stairs a little bit and goes over to the mess tent that was set up to try to get some sort of food for the evening.
I feel like she might a little more hesitantly try to call out, because she can see that he's really tired, so now she isn't too sure. She might flag him down, but be like, if you need to rest a little first, I can wait.
He clocks you, and once again you can see that same expression that he had before, one that is not he's not looking down, but it is caught off guard as he just goes, no, of course, please, let's just go sit down for a second. I've been standing all day.
Yes,
As
let's go
he'll-
sit.
Go ahead.
Oh, no, she's just like, yes, let's go sit down if you've been, on your feet and busy, yada yada.
He'll try to find a small spot, not taking up any of the bedrolls, but a small spot against what looks to be a crumbled well along the edges of the main square before he, with one of the largest dad groans you've heard, is just as he leans up against this well and starts going at this small bowl of soup that he has in his hands, where he goes, they tried to keep it as warm as they could, as he, with a maneuver that you have seen a handful of times before, goes and what looks like snaps his fingers, but you know that he is running his thumb along the inside of his ring as he strikes it against the small spirit crystal that is embedded in his ring, as you can see his hands start to glow as you realize he is reheating his soup.
God.
As he just goes, okay, yeah, that's a little better. Well, how are you doing?
Quite.
Have you heard word from anyone?
You are the first I've been able to talk to, besides Nanette. And she didn't really know much at the time either.
Of course. Well, I do have smaller bits of information, of course. Not as much as maybe you were hoping, but as much as I can for the time being. I know
I know Rhiannon has been sent to Bazarus, but Gareth and Mother, those are the ones I'm not sure of.
Yes. As far as I'm aware, I know that Gareth is fighting where the capital or the Empire directs him to go. The last that I heard, he was on the outskirts of Naya, trying to help with what seemed to be a more intense uprising of the people underneath Philip's regime, but that just might be conjecture, all coming from Magnus. Besides for that, your mother has been dispatched to attempt to help with keeping some of the more noble houses reassured of their safety. Currently, she has gone to Vroston to help Duchess Hyacinth with what seems to be allocation of materials, as the land is the best equipped to outfit us with a bit more raw material and things to come.
I see. It sure sounds like we are going to be separated for some time. I'll have to try to look out for them.
Well, you knew their duty. And they, as much as I'm sure they would like to see you I'm sure they would feel just as guilty sitting by the wayside before helping out as much as they could. Well, I suppose in your mother's case she might prefer to be here, but I don't know that anyone necessarily wants to spend too much time with Lady Hyacinth.
I suppose it is better than Duke Magnus, at least.
That is true. Well, I got some details from the Empress, but do fill me in. You are a knight now. I thought you
I
did not
am.
have a proclivity for the sword.
It is not the sword that I find proficiency in now. I have found that when I transform and don the armor you saw myself and the others wear, the spirit crystals that you use to warm your food for us to have the barrier up, I can control them at will.
And you are able to channel their magics.
Yes.
While some of us can use them to cast basic spells, from what I heard, you and your new companions can do quite a lot more than that.
Felt as natural as breathing. It was so strange, but the demons, they almost disintegrated under it.
Against spiritual energy and not holy. I suppose anything can happen. Especially with the reports of angels running around in the capital during the riots, so...
Angels. I don't think we were told about that.
Supposedly there were sightings of an angel, descending down as if aid from the gods had arrived, fighting off swarms of demons. It's not at all surprising. The histories tell us that there were many angels that were sent to fight against the demons and devils during the war a century ago. Their response is, I suppose, appreciated.
I suppose we'll have to look out for that more so.
Yes,
Any
there have
help
been no
would be
more
appreciated.
sightings of them since, so... Supposedly they've been dispatched out to fight the now fleeing forces.
It'd be good to meet them, I suppose, at some point and thank them for their help as well. Anything goes a long way, it seems.
I would urge you to have caution, Miriani. While the angels are depicted as warriors of light, there is a reason that wrath and ire are so often described in religious texts. Should you be deemed sacrilegious, I do not expect your encounter might go well.
Miriani thinking of Jude. I shall keep it in mind.
Especially if they see your use of their kin crystal, I suppose.
I didn't know they would be so adverse to the thought.
Go ahead and roll me very quickly a religion check.
Legend.
Religion. 16. I'll say You learned a good amount of the basics when you were taught King's lore and sort of generic history. One thing that you were told was that in the more dietic structure of everything and how it was built around here, there are the three major deities that are worshipped, and they believe that the main creatures that spawned from those three deities were the three main sort of sects of magical creatures that you see, which are your spirits, your angels, and then your demons. Technically, that would mean that all angels, demons, and spirits are related. Now, there haven't been sightings of any demons or angels in 1,000 years, so who knows if they like each other. But at least spirits and angels were known to not actively fight each other.
Got it. Wild family reunions for sure.
Yeah. Some caution might be warranted, although I suppose that is more of a blanket statement with everything nowadays. The, everything is changing, and I would hope you would keep a skeptical eye on most things to come.
I will do my best to be safe.
Of course. Well, I need you to know I will offer you any aid that I can. However, I am going to be dispatched here soon to help with the organization of the forward front and our efforts here. I can keep in touch as much as I can, send letters. There
If
is
anything, to make sure you'll be okay. As long as I get them, I know things are at least a little okay in the world.
Of course. I suppose that's the best we might be able to ask for, given what is a panic that everyone is feeling now. I know that you are feeling some sense of duty, probably with your new abilities. You do not have to do this if you do not want. I would be more than happy to have a new powerful caster in my aid to protect the people and be a strength, perhaps, on aiding the soldiers on the front line, but not diving directly into danger. I do not want to see you hurt.
I understand. But if this power is what affects them the most, can deal the most damage to them to keep from building the energy to do terrible things, be with the others would be the most useful choice, I think. I'll still do my best to stay back. The others seem to be better at confronting things head on.
You watch as he's not like disappointed, but you can see he's a little crestfallen. What's your passive insight?
Passive insight.
It should be
Ooh.
listed amongst your little stats.
trying to fucking look.
It's just 10 plus your insight mod.
Oh, 10 plus insight mod? Oh my god. 14.
14. I'll say, having been around him, for probably a good chunk, you can tell he just, obviously he is worried about you. And more so on the side of, this girl does not know how to fight. This girl is not a combatant. And a worry that you have never really seen him place in his, in your siblings, you see very much so rising up, sort of like, if I take my eyes off of this child, they are going to get hurt.
Miriam is gonna be fine with the power of friendship.
Exactly. He goes, of course. I want you to send as many letters as you can when you have the opportunity. Keep us informed, especially it would be useful to know the ongoings of the Rangers and their pursuits.
Of course.
Given that you are going to be our most powerful asset, it is strange to say.
Of course I can. To let you know that I am safe and to share as much information about our adversaries as I can as we confront them.
And to make sure that you are also all right.
Of course. I do think it would be time for me to be heading in soon, but I wanted to ask one thing before I possibly not see you in person for a while.
Of course.
Asking me to be a representative for the ceremony when it happened. That usually wouldn't have been me. It would have been Gareth. Why did you choose me this time?
You watch as the day's events are rushing back to him, as it's been just today that everything has happened. And he goes, yes, I suppose this is correct. Your mother and I had figured you would oppose your nomination should we have told you.
Nomination?
The Emperor, before his passing, had reached out to the noble families as he was concerned for his the future of his empire, let's say. And Theo, while well skilled, was also known to not necessarily be one to denigrate the name of the family. And so the Emperor had asked for noble houses to send forth potential marriage candidates for the prince.
Miriam just gets the most blank fucking look on her face, like, huh?
He was meant to announce his intent and to propose during the ceremony to one of the noble daughters, although that now seems rather foolish, as you cannot be a king without a queen.
Oh. The Serafina, no? that this was to happen?
She was not made aware. Your connections, we were worried would... she would most likely have told you should she had been kept in the loop. And while she may have been somewhat excited to have you around, I think most likely she would have been opposed to pulling you into a higher political life. She still is unaware of the intent of the ceremony. And I suppose that secret now lies with the noble families.
I see. Oh, that's going to take a little time to take in, but thank you for at least telling me, at least now after the fact.
Like I had said, I worry for your safety, and with your siblings becoming part of the Force, and with the name of the house, it was... we wanted to make sure that in a family full of combatants, that there was a chance that one of us survived a gruesome end.
I see. Okay.
You said you were tired, though.
Yes, I will not keep you much longer.
Yes.
Please rest. I know you need it.
I will get as much rest as I can before called upon by the guards again.
Good night, Father. And then Mirani stands up, goes to try to walk away, but she's still in too much of a daze, so she almost walks into like a tent pole.
He's like, "Good night, my child."
She dodges it like at the last second, but she just keeps walking, waves behind her, goes to maybe try to find the group if they're gonna go discuss things.
Yeah. Do you think the group would have reconvened towards the end of the evening?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Y'all are gonna have to drag him.
Wait, is he drunk now?
But by the time that Miriani has come back, the bard has gone to sleep.
Yeah, just because the bard's asleep doesn't mean the pirates in them are asleep. What the fuck?
So let's
Jay
think.
is
Let's
still out
think.
there singing with you to the anger of most
Oh,
people trying
God.
to sleep.
They're probably both
So
drunk, man. It
Igneos,
don't matter.
Jude, and Penny are in the bar. So I think Penny eventually just goes, "Hey man, everyone's meeting up right now.
Yeah.
You gotta go."
Why they always gotta kick me out?
Come on.
Where am I supposed to sleep, bro?
The floor works most times.
Penny just shrugs and we go to insert meeting spot here.
Yeah, you guys can find a small stack of like bedrolls and different things that have been not occupied currently, and scoot them all together. As you all go and sit down, you can see then Miriani sheepishly, or I suppose in a dazed sort of state, does approach you guys.
Just kind of like waves and goes, hello, and then just headspace.
Hello?
Ew.
What's up? He burps. I can't
Good
burp on
job.
command.
Wait.
Thank you.
I
Thank
hate
you.
all
Very
of you.
impressive.
Oh my fucking
Damn.
god.
All right, yeah, we're all cool.
All right.
This is your premium stream content.
Oh man. Okay, well, we're all here now. I guess next plan is figuring out where to go next and making sure we're well equipped to fight whatever we find there. Yeah.
That's very general, right? Like, it's basically just go and do things.
Yeah,
We have to have-
that's pretty much how time works, I guess.
I mean, we still need to figure out which of the kingdoms we're headed to first.
Yeah. Have we gotten responses to our letters?
Supposed to get them
In the
first thing in the morning.
Mm.
In the
Okay.
mornings, late.
Kind of sounds like maybe we should all go to bed then, and then discuss this.
Yeah, I'm gonna hear back from some people soon, and then I'll have my decision.
We've been told that the kingdom's gonna take care of most of our towns. Is there any particular town you guys feel like we should be worried about?
What was the one you mentioned last session, Nolan?
Yeah, Bazarus. I had said that there were a handful of folks that you guys knew who are here that were going to be heading down to Bazarus, as a potential one for you guys to think about. That is the southern port city.
They just didn't have like a good standing guard, right?
They had some guard, but they also historically were known to already be fighting battles of their own, let alone an invasion of demons.
Yeah, I
Is it
mean,
good?
we heard that shit about Bazarus.
You see Igneos' head whip up. He was like starfishing on the floor, like just
Oh,
like
now
not
he's
giving a shit. And then he looks
interested.
up. That's my place. That's my house. My
So
ship,
how-
Huck.
Do you trust your place to defend yourself?
I mean, there's a lot of fucking hard asses out there. But you know, I mean, they've also been fighting their asses off forever now, and then add demons on top of that shit is probably not great. I can't think.
Okay, well, we can fight the demons, but as long as I don't drag this into their other shit.
That
You
seems
wouldn't
fair.
handle the other shit.
Penny just
Alright.
inhales, pinching the bridge of her nose.
So Bazarus seems like the place.
Barring no additional information that we get, yes.
I'm okay with that. Again, the Queen promised Tora would be safe, so I'll trust her word.
Go ahead into my place, unless otherwise, is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, your place.
Alright.
Yeah. Lori, go ahead.
No, I just said okay.
No, Shivan was saying something.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Need another burp?
Gut.
Yeah, go for
it.
Thank you.
Jesus. God.
Okay. And then with each of the towns, did the queen not say something about each of the demons being unique? I do remember something about the 7 deadly sins, but I don't know if I'm hallucinating that.
No,
You're not.
that's right.
Okay.
I mean, that's only logical. We would be fighting that, end of the world and doubt it.
I mean,
It's
wouldn't-
all thematic and stuff.
Horsemen- Sorry, I shouldn't.
What? What do you say?
What?
Horse?
What?
uh, anyways, I guess my point is, each of the demons we fought so far have been unique, and with the bookworms in particular, they couldn't be harmed until we figured out some information about them. Should we
Yeah,
maybe
we
do
did.
research into the legends, though? Try and figure out if each of these demons have particular weaknesses, so we can, pummel them?
It's very smart. Do you know where we could start?
Yeah, like, you
Have
mean
any
the
libraries
library that we just
remaining?
rescued?
Yeah.
We were just at a fucking library. Weren't the damn dragons made out of
You
books?
think they have the books about the demons in there? That would
Fuck
be
I
it, but
mean, they
maybe
had the
that's
big
why they were in
anti-demon
there.
laser in there.
I
Yeah,
mean-
considering it was probably a very, knowable hub of knowledge that we were in at the university, and it was the only place where something that powerful was stored. It seemed likely. Yeah, there's useful stuff in there.
Alright.
Seems then worth it to head back there in the morning now that the demons have seemed to be cleared up a little better.
Yeah, and
How about
I
to
was
send the
promised the
people-
workspace up there.
Yeah, we send the people who can read there. And
Sounds
that
good.
works out.
Then he looks at Jude.
What?
Would that include you?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yeah. That's why I'm asking.
Not what? That's fair? No.
You can't read?
I mean, I memorized all the passages on the one book I need.
Penelope squints. Alright, well, I'm going to go to bed, so bye.
Right. Talk to you all in the morning.
Ignace just rolls over and he's out.
God,
Full
like on the
snap.
ground.
You throws like a carpet over Igneos.
A carpet?
I don't know
We're
what else I can
improvising
find.
right now.
It doesn't matter what's around. Throw a carpet at him.
You know what?
Throw a carpet at him, fuck him up.
He'll sleep anywhere. It's fine.
Mhm.
Fuck.
Oh my gosh. You all go to sleep for the evening.
Hunked.
Can Miriani go meet Seraphina so she doesn't ditch her?
Yes, you can. You can go sneak off to go find Seraphina. It is probably like 12:30 by the time that Seraphina does eventually sneak out to the garden. You can see that she's wearing a traveling cloak that you're more familiar with seeing, as her hair has been just torn apart from like the ceremonial braids that they were in for most of today. As she just goes, "Oh, thank fuck everything is done. Come here," and just like pulls you into like a very deep hug and just goes, "Are you right? You're good? Yeah, I can't tell if you're sick anymore. Fuck. How you doing?" Like,
I'm fine. Are you okay?
you sound like you swallowed a bag of chalk. Are you actually fine?
This is just the crystal. My neck.
That's fair. I just.
Are you okay?
She like pulls you into a hug again and will take like. She'll take a good like 2 or 3 minutes where you can hear her start to cry as she eventually towards the end of the time just takes a deeper breath and pulls back and goes, "I suppose I'll have to be."
If you want, I could dunk you in the fountain for a second and see if that helps.
Yeah, fuck it actually. Why not? That'd be great. She like leans over and just like full on her knees, like arms prepped against the edge of the fountain, like she's gonna bob for an apple. Just goes,
My dad
All
was
right.
going to grab your hands and just kind of lean you back, but that's also
"Yep,
very.
all right, you gotta shove my head in because I can't do it myself. I won't do it."
So be it, I suppose. Yeah, Miriam just fucking does so. Oh wait, before she does so, she just like tap twice if you want to back up.
Yeah.
And she
You
just holds
shove her head down in the water, and there's a good like 20 seconds where her head's underwater, and you're like, I don't know how long she can hold her breath for before she's like,
back up immediately.
she, okay. Yeah, all right, yeah, that wakes me up a little bit.
I suppose it's one way to clear your head.
Yeah, that's for sure. Her hair now being sort of like matted to her head, you can see what are the markings that she attempts to conceal on the daily with her hair of a handful of small runes and tattoos that she's gotten like behind the ears and like down the back of the neck that are mostly concealed. Yeah, she just goes, oh. You know, I took so many of those fucking classes, and I just thought that I would eventually get the chance to, advise on things, not I thought that Theo for sure would, become emperor and find some snooty woman to marry, and I would just be able to advise him from the sidelines. I just never thought it would
hardest
be me.
poker face at that one, and just like mouth flat, just trying to not make like eye contact, and just goes, Perhaps it would have been fun for you to challenge him in flower arranging, or what dress can you wear that makes it look like you were getting eaten by it? Would have been fun to challenge him for.
Oh, he would have fucking hated that. Oh my gosh.
You know, we are going to be busy, but you always have a home with us at the Outrins.
I know. Do you know that some of the other dukes were already talking about who would be my most suitable husband? It's fucking ridiculous.
It has not even been a whole day. They cannot be serious.
Well, the Empire needs a strong figurehead, and while her lady has been able to handle these times, perhaps a knight or some sort of warrior would be a good figurehead to drive forward the country.
Fucking.
You know, if you wish to tell me a few of the names, of perhaps when we go to help visit some of the duchies, some of the others have been prone to bouts of pyromancy, I have found.
She like cocks an eyebrow and just goes, "You would sabotage my marriage candidates for me? That's what real friends are." As you see her crack the first smile she's actually had probably all day. So far, I've only gotten a few suggestions. Of course, fucking Magnus throughout his offspring, and I don't want to call him a man. While it wasn't his recommendation, some people thought Philip would be a good candidate, and I don't know if he was serious or not, but your dad did offer up Gareth.
He's honestly far too worried about him.
I don't think your dad wants any of his children out fighting demons. let alone
Choice
a
for
new
now.
ranger, powerful warrior against the forces of evil.
No, he was not fully thrilled at the idea.
What are the odds that a person who I don't think could be closer or further away from wanting to get in any sort of battle is given legendary combat abilities?
Ironic, for sure, but it feels bad to just do nothing, you know?
People have been doing nothing for centuries. Our empire is a horde of people who tend to want to do nothing if they can. People are complacent when they don't know how much work actually goes on behind the scenes. Your dad should know that better than anyone.
It can still be a bit old-fashioned, yeah.
I don't even know what we're gonna do. You know, like, Tenora has suggested, different methods of fighting against demons and such, but besides for the Calyx, most duchies don't have anything to protect against them. No big spirit generators or whatever.
Would it be that impossible to construct more?
Girl, we could sure try. That thing was built 1,000 years ago. Longer than that. Maybe. Yeah, we could probably do it. But, of course, who controls all advancement and all new engineering and development?
As if to say, if people are getting too complacent sitting around, I'm sure they would love to be put to work trying to figure out the next invention to protect the rest of the duchies.
Yeah, as selfish as it sounds, it's likely that if any duchy will come up with it, it's going to be Tora. And I just don't want Magnus to hold that over my head.
He probably would use that as a bargaining chip to make you marry his pumpkin of a son.
Yeah. So if you find anyone that, is making some breakthroughs out there, I would appreciate it.
See, the world is vast and we have a lot of places to go, it seems like. At least for now, the rough idea seems bad, but people will hear back from their families in the morning, so that may change. Don't
That's fair.
fully quote me on that then. I will
You
try and
watch
message you
as-
as much as I can. Give you something to at least look forward to. If that's all
You
right.
watch as you mentioned Bazarus, and she remembers and clocks something for a second and goes, "Oh, there was something that I wanted to tell you. I haven't gotten much chance to look into it, but something that my dad had mentioned in the past couple of weeks was that there was supposedly a project that was getting worked on at a site in between here and Bazarus. Supposedly a ruin of some sort was found. I wrote it off at the time because I'll be honest, I didn't care. But the way he described it it sounded like it was like really, really old stuff, like potentially 1,000-year-old stuff. most of the workers probably aren't there anymore given the apocalypse. But I could point you in the direction if you wanted to check it out.
I think it would be useful, yeah. Anything that can help.
Perfect. I'll mark the location on your map.
Hey.
Yeah, I don't know what's there, but I mean, he seemed pretty enthusiastic about it at the time. And I'll dig through his notes and see if I can't find anything. Hand it to you
Okay.
guys before you take off tomorrow.
Absolutely. Oh, if we're heading to bed now, here, let me, and she'll, Mariana will reach over to Serafina and she'll start, like, trying to style her hair to hide some of her tattoos,
Yeah.
because she is now soaking wet. I wouldn't want anyone else to get on you about those right now.
Thank you. Yeah, that would be a lot. I don't want to deal with that too much right now. Wow, we are much more important than we were 24 hours ago, huh?
A lot more, yeah. I never could have thought of something like this happening. Never
Well-
would have wanted it to, I suppose.
When you're having some free time, being a big hero, you'll have to come try and sit down with me for a drink. I don't know if I'll be able to escape like this in the future.
Yes, when you have some free time from being the ruling queen of this entire kingdom, I will try to steal you away. Gives her one last big hug. Please be safe.
Girl, I'm always safe.
Gives her a
She-
look. I did not learn how to break into people's homes to find you in days where you decided to go missing for no reason.
But I was fine. See? I'll be okay.
Very
I-
dramatic eye rolling.
It'll be fine. Well,
See you tomorrow.
see you tomorrow. As she sort of stands up and brushes herself and walks off. One last thing in our evening. Jude,
Oh,
you have a dream.
What the fuck? What?
As you lay down for the evening, there are so many thoughts racing through your head about the new powers that you've been given and about the many things that you now need to do. And as you find yourself dreaming, you see yourself sitting in your home. A smaller abode as it might be is still home. However, someone you don't recognize is sitting in a chair by the window. They seem to be a more of an elven looking individual for the handful that you've actually seen. Thinner, sharper features. One who is more ancient looking, even though they do look to be somewhat elvish. They might be reaching the end of their lifespan as they're wearing these heavy, what look to be dark blue and black robes just staring out the window as they just go, well, you were able to perform adequately, it would seem. No one died, I suppose. So, chalk that up as a point for you. As she goes and turns her head towards him.
They're doing it to my house.
Oh, I thought I would stop by and talk about your future. You know, as a man of God. As it would certainly seem you're blessed with some very divine powers.
That seems to be the case, yes?
Will it be enough, though? Your little, horned friend during the encounter did not seem to fare too well, and that was just against some enchanted paper. Imagine how you might fare going up against an actual, powerful demon.
Walk it off, he's a big boy.
He can. And of course, I am not necessarily concerned for him. I just know that should your group fall, it might mean that there are some people that won't be saved, let's say.
What do you mean? Wait.
The Empire can do what they can, make whatever machines or devices that they will, but if the Rangers fail, I don't think that there will be anything that the soldiers of this land can do to stand up against the oncoming threat. You do know what those little shards are you now have embedded in you, don't you?
Something spiritual energy?
Powerful spiritual crystals in that. The only thing powerful enough to seal away the sins of humanity. If one of you were to fall and that energy were to get stolen, I don't know that there would be anything the people could do, even if one of you were to go.
So I gotta keep this cooldown safe.
If you can. Which is why I wanted to offer you a proposal.
Go on.
I will need to work out the details first, but let's just say if you would decide to, I could enhance your energy slightly, of course. Give you more of an edge fighting against these demons. What better to protect the people of the nation? All that I would ask is time to time you do me a favor.
How big would that favor be?
You know, I'm not quite sure yet. There are many things that are going to change in the days and weeks to come. I don't know what's on the docket yet, but I can imagine there will be challenges that will arise, even for me. Nothing to harm you and your little merry band, as it were.
Alright.
Of course, I
That
don't
will
expect
keep-
you to make this decision right now. I can
Oh,
give you
well,
time to
yeah,
think.
I would appreciate that, but if that keeps my people safe, then that's enough for me.
Well then, how about this? There is a smaller temple of sorts to the south of the capital. There will be a lot of very interesting artifacts inside, but one of them will call to you. All I ask is that you claim that one as your own, and you should be squared away.
Seems easy enough.
Well, it is a pleasure doing business with you. As the individual stands up from the chair and just walks towards you, they just go, "Let's hope you can make it there alive." As the room starts to fade around you, and you wake up. And that is probably where we will end the first part of our episode.
Oh boy.
Holy
uh,
shit.
For everyone here
Yeah.
on stream, we're going to take a quick 15-minute break. But for everyone watching online, thank you so much for joining us. If you want to, keep up to date with everything we got going on, join our Discord. And we are so excited with the response that we've been seeing with everything, with all these videos. We're excited to go forward. But thank you all so much for watching. Bye-bye.
And we'll be
Bye.
right back.
There's some fucked up red fish that are showing up and destroying everything.
What?
He was on a dragon, by the way. I forgot to tell you that. His fucking name was on a goddamn dragon inside the goddamn library. It was weird.
These things are like unlike anything that I have ever seen before. See, what you would think is that they're just big statues, but when these things get moving around, they are like full. What's the best word for it? Like big old fucking snakes, essentially.